I'm home.
You didn't tell me you'd be out all night. You should have at least gotten in touch with me about it.
I'm sorry, Sojiro. We're the ones who kept her out so late. We should be apologizing for her.
Was it mutual agreement?
And we're all back so early in the morning. We're awfully sorry.
Stop apologizing so much. Being worried isn't exactly on my list of favorite activities, but I assume you had a good reason for it, right?
Have you seen him at all lately?
Him? What are you bringing him up for?
I like how ominous it is that it's always just like, have you seen him? Kind of like, have you heard about you know who?
You know what his deal is right now, Sojiro?
Well, yeah. He's been locked up since last year.
Oh, of course, that's why we're not around. Oh gosh. So we woke up in a prison cell.
Locked up?
What's going on?
What are you guys talking about? Well, I was gonna ask you that, but now I'm getting a strange feeling that I've been seeing him until fairly recently.
Remnants of all the warped reality.
Anyways, why don't you all take a seat before I go over his situation?
So he's in juvenile detention.
Well, I need to stock up on a few supplies before I open up shop.
Well, didn't you just do that, kinda?
Feel free to hang out here while I'm out.
Thank you.
Gosh, but I mean, it's the 4th of February. Then it's been over a month in prison. Yikes. That would just be for a short while.
So, this is our original reality, right? Or are we in another different one now? You know, these unexpected changes could actually be the end results of our actions in our own reality. Remember how he was originally planning on turning himself into the police?
Oh, apparently we told them.
Then Akechi-kun did it for him instead.
But that took place in Dr. Maruki's reality, which means he's currently...
So everything that would have happened if it weren't for Dr. Maruki, now it's actually happened?
You know, what y'all are saying is starting to make sense.
It really was such a crazy power to be able to change reality that much.
But in that case, in the real reality, I mean, the reality we're in right now, what happened with Morgana and Akechi?
No, don't tell me Morgana coming back was also part of... No.
Don't say it. Just like with my mom.
No.
Now Morgana's. Did someone say my name?
Oh gosh. I'm glad.
Recycled gags suck! Why do you always have to get us all worried like that? How are you here? Looks like it really was just the metaverse me who disappeared. Eventually, I woke up in Shibuya. Getting all the way back here took some time.
But so Morgana just arrived? Like over a month later?
Come on, don't scare us like that! Oh, but wait, does that mean Akechi's...
What is it, Mona-chan?
I mean, Akechi died, right?
Well... about him... No, I can't believe Akechi-san's really...
What the hell? So he was fighting that hard, knowing he was gonna disappear the whole time.
So he's incarcerated, and Akechi is...
Few indeed, June.
I thought I'd braced myself for the decision we made, but... this truly is a harsh reality.
We all decided to live our real lives and look to the future from here. I just can't accept Senpai being stuck behind bars.
And I mean, in the end of the game, it resounded like for a week or two, right? Or was it just me? Didn't I say something like that? Just like for a while? Just to get like incriminating like evidence and like testimonies and stuff?
Why don't we try to help him somehow? Nice. I'm impressed with the idea. Yeah, we won't put up with this injustice.
Ooh, is the last mission of the Phantom Thieves? Getting out their leader?
But what can we do to actually help him get out of there? I remember Sis telling me a while ago, in order to overturn a sentence, you need definitive evidence that proves the subject's innocence.
Don't you need usually, like, evidence first to incriminate someone? This legal system sucks.
So what you're saying is, we just gotta find that evidence, right?
Then we're on the case.
How do you even find, like, evidence? It's complicated.
There's no time for us to waste. We're going to show off what the Phantom Thieves are capable of. One last time.
Not in Japan, sadly. I mean, sure, the game kind of told us during Sai's palace, right? Gosh, that is such a messed up legal system.
That's right. Let's go.
We're gonna save our leader no matter what it takes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Really?
Did it work?
Now that we know the name, all we need is an address. You're right. We'll succeed if we all do it together. Sis has yet to say anything, but I believe she's looking into possible actions as well. As for me, I will look into every viable solution. Thanks. Make sure you give my regards to Shiho-san.
Aww. But yeah, I mean, especially with like Makoto and Futaba on the team, they can do everything. If someone's getting us out,
could we
it's
try
them.
getting their help as well? I'm sure they would gladly cooperate. That would be a great help. I'll leave that to you. We'll talk again tomorrow. Let's save him, no matter what.
I already told you.
Even Sojiro helps.
There was nothing wrong with his conduct. I was his guardian, so I should know best. I bet you're just trying to dig up some dirt. You probably want to pin a crime on him.
I mean, they literally made us sign like a confession, right?
But I'm not gonna let that happen. You hear me?
You go, Coffee Dad.
I'll announce his name as the key figure in the completion of the medicine at the next conference.
Are all confidence helping us?
I've heard that Miwa-chan's progress is going well.
It's also just really nice to connect, especially those confidence we haven't seen like in quite a while. Because I mean, it's been ages since the last time we went to Takemi, right?
Indeed, that's true, but
I'm certain that this will help prove his good character in the trials. Please, I want to increase his chances of being found innocent as much as possible.
I see. So that's
Your shady
why.
doctor.
You'll cooperate too, right?
And so we need to release an official opinion from this school to object his arrest to the police.
Aww, that's so cool. And hey, all our favorite teachers.
You'll all agree with me, correct? What good are teachers if they don't believe in their students?
This is so nice to see how far Kawakami has come.
Yeah, that's the kid.
Go EY, take the Mafia and the Yakuza to help us.
Also, you guys know someone in public security, right? Won't you introduce me to him? I have to protect him. Using whatever means necessary.
Oh boy. This is really cool.
begging you.
Yeah. Oh, EY.
Please, I beg of you, please help me collect enough signatures.
Mishima's cute as always.
I want to help a friend who's innocent. He's a really good guy. He always fights for the sake of others. He's my best friend!
Aww. Yeah, this is very cool. What an ending.
So basically,
And really nice for such a long game to also like build up the end like this.
the
reason why we were able to come to our senses is because he saved us. And now he's in a crisis himself. I believe it's our turn to save him this time. But our words alone won't reach anyone. That's why I need Yokota-san and everyone's help. Won't you please protest the police with me? Please!
Please tell me if you know of this young man. I need testimonies from people to use in the special article in regards to him. Did he truly look like a boy who would cause an assault here?
Oh, I think that's the woman who was assaulted in the very beginning of the game, right? By Shido.
There's a discrepancy in the other residents' testimonies in the court decision at the time.
Wow, you go, Obiya. You're not my favorite confidant, but that's cool.
Please, you have to remember.
That's so cool.
A certain young man is faced with a dilemma due to the unjust oppression by the government. He is suffering from a crime he did not commit. He is a promising young man who will support this country's future. What justice is there in a country without it being able to save such an individual?
Getting goosebumps is really cool. I love it.
This cannot be allowed!
I mean, in general, just like...
Look at the guy ranked #1 in these rankings. Isn't his score amazing?
He's a great gamer. We have to help him. But isn't it amazing how cool, in general, like all your companions are and the confidence? Like, everyone had their time to shine, like their bad moments, their good moments, their, like, growing moments. Ah, it's such a great game.
I really want to go up against him, but I heard he's been arrested for some crime he didn't commit.
I love Shinya's strategy here.
But I can't help him out with just myself alone. We need tons more people's voices, like on online forums and getting signatures and stuff. You have to say with me that it makes no sense that he's been arrested when he's done nothing bad. Please, please help him out.
I guess also only time he ever took off his cap, right? And the music.
Yes.
Gosh.
It's thanks to that young man.
Characters, the music, the ending, the battle, story. I would definitely recommend this game to, I guess, like basically everyone.
I would still be trapped in that awful match fixing if not for his support. And now, this honest gentleman is locked up in juvenile hall, despite being innocent. This time, I wish to be the one to come to his rescue.
Aww.
Please, he doesn't belong in juvenile detention at all. I swear I'll make up for the missed practice. Please, let me take just a short break.
For a second, I was like, is she asking her coach for support?
Coach?
No deal.
But...
For real?
I've got a few connections up my own sleeve that'll probably be more useful than simply doing your own legwork.
Oh.
I'll also try calling around to check if any of my other trainees have some useful info.
Oh, wow.
But if I do this for you, it means you're continuing practice as scheduled. Got it? I'm sure it's what he'd want for you, too.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Coach is sometimes alright. Interesting that the only one of our companions we saw was
only
Sumire.
to be imprisoned in reality.
And Makoto, I guess.
What a most ironic outcome. Your wish for others' happiness prevailed over your own.
Aww.
However, I feel as though all is finally well. In the end, you willingly chose the correct path. Most importantly, you never compromised your values for your own well-being.
And we always went for rebellion.
The final arcana you have acquired is the world. It is the power for an individual to stand on their own 2 feet, swayed by none. That power shall fuel the hope shared amongst your friends and yourself to strive towards a better future. With the world, you are no longer without a place to belong, and will never trudge a path alone again.
Aww. Once a fool, now the world.
My own duties end here as well. You were truly a remarkable guest.
It was truly a remarkable game. And boy, I think Persona 5 originally released like 2017, if I remember correctly. I really wonder what they're going to do next. And how long it's going to take. It's been 7 years. And now we have all the tarot cards. The complete set. Aww. I wonder how much of a difference it made to finish Lavenza's, aka Caroline's and Justine's socially confident. There goes the velvet room. Well, technically other games came along, true, but no Persona 6.
Long time no see.
Are we coming out?
We met last on Christmas Eve, right? Never mind, it's nothing.
True, also Metaphor came out, and like the Persona 3 Reload, Remake, or the sequels to 5. You're right, you're right. I still do wonder when they're going to release 6, or even like properly announcing it.
I have 2 great pieces of news for you today. First, we finally managed to prosecute Masayoshi Shido.
Yes!
He'll likely be found guilty.
Finally!
I'm grateful for your cooperation with the trial. Your testimony proved to be very useful.
Really, maybe at the Game Awards. I also read something about that like there are multiple people thinking it might be done. When are they going to show the Game Awards? It's rather soonish, right? Like beginning of December? What a relief.
To be frank, it seemed almost hopeless at one point.
I mean, look at the date. We've been here for like 6 weeks.
But thanks to the civil protests, some of the more indecisive prosecutors came to our side. It will likely be some more time until the hearing begins, but this is the first step to true change.
Nice.
The only charges right now are for breaking election laws, breaking funding control laws, and bribery. I knew that proving the metaverse's existence would be difficult, but I still find myself dissatisfied. Shido did admit to all of his crimes, though, including everything you know about. Now for the other piece of good news. As of today, you'll be free to go.
Nice. And just in time for Valentine's Day. Really?
That's right.
Game Awards are on the 13th of December. Okay. You excited for the Game Awards, Luna? Are you wishing for a certain game to win? Except probably for like Final Fantasy XIV. I'll stay awake to this year's Game Awards. Yeah, it's just like really, really late or early, depending on how you see it if you're in Europe.
Shido's confession brought light to the truth of your case. We were able to prove your innocence in the original assault charge that led to your arrest.
Nice.
Your sentence will no doubt be rescinded. You're a free man. The others did everything they could for you. Bringing in the woman who was the victim in your case as a witness was the turning point.
And I think that was mainly due to Oya, right?
To think they'd be able to track down someone involved in a case from well over a year ago. And that wasn't all. An unbelievable amount of support has come in from various other places as well. Regardless, the righteous Phantom Thieves are gone. All that remains is for us adults to lead society in the right direction. Then again, I have to wonder if you believe what I say.
I wouldn't wait. I'm probably going to do the same, as I just got upset about a game not winning. Oh. I gotta say, this year I'm not really emotional about any of the games, cause I think I actually didn't play any of the nominated games, if I remember correctly. I have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth or Metaphor wins. I mean, I still gotta play Metaphor to have an opinion on that. I want Balatro to win the Game of the Year. Final Fantasy XIV's expansion was nominated. Wasn't Final Fantasy XIV nominated as like ongoing game or something again? Or am I confusing things here? The year God of War 1, Red Dead Redemption 2 should have. I haven't played either of those. I probably start Re Fantasia before or after the awards. Oh, nice. Sounds like a cool plan. We made a promise.
Thank you.
What kind of game is Balatro?
Still, I'm glad I was able to save you in court. I've never felt so happy in my entire life. I'm not quite sure how to put it, but saving your future meant more to me than my own career.
Aww.
I feel like you even taught me how to live.
I think Saya is also like such a cool character in this game. Having a palace, not stealing her treasure, and her becoming from like a villain to like one of your closest allies, right? You're exaggerating.
That's not true. By the way, there's something that's been on my mind. What did the treasure of my world turn out to be?
We didn't steal it, right? So how would we know? Why do you want to know?
I suppose it doesn't matter now one way or the other. There is one more thing. I haven't even told Makoto about this.
Oh. Sai's great, she truly is.
But I realized something after meeting all of you. My most prized treasure is the justice I use to protect those important to me.
Aww. Oh, Sai.
Makoto helped show me that as well. Once the Shido case is settled, I'm thinking of quitting my job and becoming a defense lawyer.
Ooh, I love it.
I wanted to reform the system, but I'll have to leave that to someone else.
That is so cool, from being a prosecutor to going to go for becoming a defense lawyer. I like that.
Going forward, I want to enact justice not for myself, but for the sake of others. Well then, I need to go submit the paperwork for your release. Thank you again for everything you've done. See you later.
I really gotta say, this is definitely one of my... It will reach quite high on my list of favorite games.
Hey, you kept me waiting. Jeez. To be honest, I didn't really want to come, but Futaba just wouldn't stop bugging me. Anyway, you're a free man now, aren't you?
And that outfit.
It'd look bad on me if you did something again under my watch. All right, let's go home. It's cold, so get in quick.
Your outfit, Sojiro, doesn't look like it's cold. That hat.
It's not moving at all.
And this is basically the scene from the very beginning, right?
Due to the railway incident this morning, widespread delays have impacted the various lines and...
I think this is the same.
Another accident, huh?
This is exactly the same dialogue as in the beginning, I think.
Reminds me of that day back in April. Remember when we went to introduce you at the school?
Oh yeah.
It's almost been a whole year since then. Huh.
And even Outgame has been like, what, 6 months?
Thinking back, I was pretty awful to you. Throwing you in that storage room all by yourself.
Oh.
Then again, soon you're gonna be... Made some great friends here. You'd better thank them when we get back, alright?
Can we just stay here? Why do we have to go back? Oh, real family sucks. Kind of feels like we're entering for the last time. Their party? I think there's a party.